Hi, sixth graders. You have a graded assignment today on speed. It is very much like what we've been doing the last 4 days of school, so you should be great, and this should go pretty well for you. So let's take a look at the first thing you need to do. First, you need to put your name at the top. Remember, we need your first name and your last name. And then put the period, you have science. Do that now. All right, students, the first problem you have, there is an image for you and it reads like this. A car traveled 140 kilometers in 2 hours. So now we know in this problem what is the distance and what is the time. So we know that words like meters, kilometers, feet, miles, those are all things that talk about distance. Hours, minutes, seconds, even days, that talks about time. So look at this problem and you're first going to write number 1. What is the car's distance? Write that here. Then you're going to write what is the car's time? Look up here and write your answer here. Now you need to calculate speed. Okay, so you need to show your work for every problem. For example, the best thing you can do is write S equals and the formula for speed. You're going to include a D, a T, a slash, or a divided by sign. Write the formula for speed and then rewrite it with the numbers you put in 1 and 2. So speed equals the number for distance divided by the number for time. You are going to write your answer down here at the bottom. You write your number and your units. What is your units for distance? What is your units for time? Okay. Remember, this slash means per. So we would read the speed, let's say for example it was 2. We would say 2 meters per second, or whatever your units are. Meters per second. Kilometers per minute, or feet per hour. Okay? All right, press pause, do your work, and press play when you're ready to go on. All right, students, number 2. Mr. Olson ran the 100-meter dash in 25 seconds. So now again, you're going to write what is his distance from the problem, what is his time, and you're going to calculate his speed. Okay? Remember your formula for speed. Speed equals what? Put in your numbers, and then down here, don't forget your units for both distance and time. Press pause, press play when you're ready to go on. Number 3, students, is a little different, so listen carefully. An average passenger airplane travels at a speed of about 550 miles per hour, or mi/h. Okay, so now we know the speed. What does this speed mean? Okay, so what we're saying is, what does per mean in this word problem? How many hours is it talking about? Write the answer here. Okay, students, so now you know 2 numbers. You have this number and you know this number that is before the hour. Number 1, how long or how much time does it take the airplane to travel in 550 miles? How much time? How far does the airplane travel in 1 hour? So looking up here, how far did the airplane go in 1 hour? All right, students. Number 4. In the 2008 Summer Olympics, Michael Phelps won gold in the 200-meter freestyle swim. So now our information we know is he swam the freestyle in 200 meters. He swam the first 100 meters in 50.29 seconds. He swam the second 100 meters in 52.67 seconds. So students, we have 2 numbers for distance and we have 2 numbers for time. So this is very much like your Take a Walk lab where you had many numbers for distance and many numbers for time. So we're asking you to find the average for this problem. Number 1 helps you. What was the total distance he swam? The total distance. You need to figure that out. Number 2, what was the total time it took him to swim that distance? So now we need the total time. Number 3, what was his average speed for the race? So you have your total distance and your total time, and you're doing your speed word problem, your speed equation. Press pause, press play when you are finished. Number 5. The Boston Marathon is 26.2 miles, and the person who won did it in 2.15 hours. Now we have our 2 pieces of information here. Number 1, what is the marathon distance? You'll get that answer up here. Number 2, what is the person's time? Write it down right here. Then you're going to calculate their speed again. This is a very similar problem to what you've been doing. Calculate the speed. Think about your equation for speed and take your numbers, and then don't forget your units. Press pause, press play when you're ready to go on. All right, number 6. There is 3 minutes in passing time, and you are going from social studies to science. The hallway is 100 meters long. So now we have our time and distance in your word problem. Number 1, what is the distance between the classes? Write it here with your units. Number 2, what is the person's time? How long did it take to get there? How long do they have to get there? Write your answer here. Okay, students, finally, you are going to calculate their speed. Remember your formula and do not forget your units. Press pause, press play when you're ready to go on. All right, 6th graders, the last thing that you have to do is create your own word problem. This is very similar to what you did yesterday in class. You are going to write your own speed word problem below, and you are going to solve your own problem this time. Make sure to show your work. That means you have to write the equation. You have to write the numbers in the equation with the divided by sign and the equal sign. That has to be done. So write your word problem here just like you typed yesterday in the Google presentation. And then write down your distance with your units. Write down your time. And then calculate your speed. Show all your work here. We should see some math happening in this space right here. Okay? All right, good luck, students. Ask your science teacher if you have any questions.